Namaste and welcome to this episode of the Thursday Thoughts. Yeah, obviously, we're going to talk about the semifinals. Yes, semifinals between, in fact, more about the semifinals between India and England that happened yesterday evening than the other one in which Pakistan has qualified to play the finals. And yeah, what obviously after such a high profile match in which it was totally dominated by one side, namely England over India. It was not expected to be like this. It was not expected that India will face such a debacle in the semi-finals and will lose the match by 10 wickets from England. And the way they did it, actually, the way they lost the match, it tells a lot of stories. In in fact, every defeat tells you a lot of stories. The only thing is that whether we are ready to learn from our mistakes is more important. We should keep it in our mind and try to inculcate those so that going forward we don't repeat those mistakes. And to me, I mean, whether it's a huge conglomerate of thousands or millions of people like, say, a Tata's or a Reliance or a Jeff Bezos, Amazon, or even Jack Ma's Alibaba, or it is just 11 member site like a cricket team or a hockey team. It tells a lot about the leadership style that finally decides the outcome of a particular, at the end of the particular tenure or a particular match that yesterday what we have seen. So the contrasting ways that India and England put up their leadership forward, leadership characteristics forward. It tells a lot of stories. No, I'm not very critical about loss. In fact, I would like to enjoy loss in the sense that loss will tell you a lot of stories about yourself, your team formation, and your characteristics, and how you face adverse situations, and how you come out victorious. That is very important. Losing a match is not very important, even if it's a final, even if it's a semi-final. It will be always a crunch match in a particular tenure. You will have to face it, but whether how you behave yourself, how you face the situation and come out at least giving a semblance of feeling that yes, you did put up a fight, which did not appear yesterday. No, it is. I'm not very critical about what happened, but I'm critical about the way it happened. So, like, I know there will be plethora of advices, what we should have done, what we didn't do correctly, what Team India lagged. There will be gigabytes of information, write-ups, articles in the social media all over the world because it's one of the most popular sports in the cricket frenzy country like India. So let us see the uh, just a few points. Not again, I will be cheating myself if think that I'm an expert and whatever I speak, it's only thoughts. Yes, the name is thoughts. Start with the toss. When you go for a toss of a match, of a cricket match, it is not always that you are going to win. But the more important thing is when you lose a toss, what is your plan? What your plan would be. I'm not talking about plan B, I'm talking about plan A. You know that you have lost the match. I mean, sorry, lost the toss, but you not every time a team losing a toss loses the match. So being asked to bat first and Rohit Sharma, the captain of India, out of form, I would like to tell that. He told, oh, even I would have won the toss, I would have batted first. So that means you got what you wanted, or at least you wanted to show your players and give the confidence in your players that yes, you wanted to bat first and you're batting first. So, did the beginning show the end result? There was an inkling. Yeah, it is very much there. As a lot of people have told, the contrasting ways that the power play, that is the first 6 overs of the match, that in both the innings, that the innings of India as well as the innings of England, that were in contrast. We scored, say, some 38 runs of the first 6 overs, loss of 1 wicket. England didn't lose any wicket throughout the innings. So they scored 68 runs, or rather 63 runs in the first 6 overs. That means they were above 10. And the asking rate was much less than that. So the aggression, that was the hunger to win, was not manifested by at any point of time by India, except a small patch between the Kohli and Hardik Pandya when they were trying to hit scores, and from a bad start of the bad power play of 38 runs for 1 wicket in the first 6 overs, they went on to pose a good total, and 168 was not a very bad total on the whole, but otherwise the way the bowlers put up a show. No, I can't blame the bowlers only, because first of all, the team formation, if you have included Rishabh Pant in place of Dinesh Karthik, then there should have been an intent for him to send him up in the order, and he should have hit runs at his free will, so that we could have gathered some runs. So that did not happen. He faced towards the end of the innings some few deliveries and 6 or 7 runs. People are writing it did not click, and you never meant it to click. You have never given a chance for it to click. You have made changes, and it looked as if you are walking in a park. You are not having enough plan how you would do. Okay, the beginning may not be correct. The toss you have lost. You have lost KL Rahul. He was also out of form, so he lost out in the first few second over or first over, whatever it is, 5 runs. But that should not have put you in the back foot. Never in a 20-over match you should be seen on the back foot, because the number of overs are less. So you have to do fast. You have to act fast. You have to hit as many boundaries as possible, whether it is the power play or it is after that also. England showed that you can hit at a rate of a 6, a 4 every over almost. And how many sixes they plundered, whereas India could not hit sixes. India could not accelerate the run rate. India could not stop the flow of runs from the England batters, and the bowlers were not appearing that they were bowling in the right areas. And there were hardly any Yorkers bowled by our speedsters, the Arshdeep, or whether it is Bhuvaneshwar Kumar. He conceded in the first over itself 3 boundaries. Opposition batters are expected to hit your bowling, but what are your rear guard action? What is your next? Suppose you are going at 10 runs per over. Every bowler, Rohit Sharma tried. The first ball was going for a boundary. A new bowler, a boundary, a 6, a 4. So they demoralized the bowling from the word go, from the first ball itself. That can happen because what in a famous cricketer told, a bowler is what a batsman makes him to look like. So that is fine, but again, a bowler can change the course of the match. How many appeals, how many chances were there during the English batting? I mean, it was hardly anything. And why we are still struggling? 38 for 1, Rohit Sharma making maybe 27, Kohli getting out for 50. 50 is okay for his score, his career, but is it okay for India in that particular crunch match? That is what is important. So you have made changes, and you have made the changes as if ritual. And it was not showing on the field that yes, you want to win this match. And in the pre-match interview, looks like Josh Butler told, I'll not be happy with a par score. I'm looking at a winning score. So why not India had the same intent or content? It was not appearing, at least. So not much is lost except World Cup 2022, that is only in the T20 World Cup. So huge things are going to come. So we have to learn from our mistakes, make a team formation and make changes when things are not working. Bowling changes have to be there. You could have brought a Kohli or a Rohit Sharma, or somebody should have bowled. Okay, you would have gone for another 1 or 2 sixes. That was anyway happening with the regular bowlers. So, I mean, it's very easy for me to tell like this after the match is over, maybe 12 hours after the match is over. But a captain is he who can see these things beforehand and take action accordingly, so that he puts up a good show. He inspires the rest 10 people. That was not happening. The fielding was below par. The bowling was uh, uh, appallingly bad, and the batting also did not show much except Hardik Pandya, this that. So, not that Rohit Sharma doesn't know how it is to be played in a T20 match, but somehow, if after a loss, a captain is trying to blame his bowling or his one department, it appears that he is at sea. He did not go. He did not have the control of the match. Okay, if you had the control, of course, you would have put up a better show, or probably you would have gone on to win. But no, not necessarily. You look at the way Pakistan and England lost against Zimbabwe and Ireland. Yeah, losing to the minnows probably brought them to the ground, and they became more careful, and they did more homework probably, and from a bad situation, how you can bounce back to a good performance. So that's it. I mean, everybody dreamt of like many people dreamt of a India-Pakistan final, but that did not happen. And England went on telling that we don't want an India-Pakistan final. So they were so categorical about it. They tried to bully India in all directions, telling that you are not going to win this match just like that. We are not going to give it to you in a platter, whereas India did that. Anyway, so I only hope that we learn from our mistakes, and leadership is about when the chips are down, you have to look up and inspire people. If you can do that, winning matches is not always possible, but winning hearts is. Yesterday, definitely Rohit Sharma and the playing 11, or even the team management of Indian cricket did not show that. So defeats are quite possible, losses are quite expected in life, but how you bounce back after losing is more important. After you lose to a minnow like a Zimbabwe or an Ireland, and you go on to the finals. So losing to South Africa, and it appeared as if India did not mind losing to South Africa. That should not have been the case. Anyway, I mean, all these are afterthoughts. Anyway, in a review, I'm expected to do afterthoughts only. So hopefully, good days are ahead for Indian cricket, and good days are ahead for each one of us. Thank you so much for joining me on this cricket discussion. God bless. Take care of yourself. Bye bye.